My beloved child, stop for a moment and listen with full attention. Do not rush through this message. Do not allow distraction to steal what heaven is trying to place into your hands today. This is not random timing. This is not coincidence. This is not another ordinary message appearing in front of you by accident. I arranged this encounter intentionally. I brought these words into your path because I know exactly what you have been carrying. I know the pressure on your mind, the silent worry over finances, the late nights thinking about bills, responsibilities, unfinished dreams, family needs, and unanswered prayers. I know the questions you barely say aloud. Lord, when will my situation finally change? When will provision come? When will the pressure ease? When will breakthrough become reality instead of just hope? Hear me carefully now. I have not ignored your prayers. I have not forgotten your needs. I have not overlooked your struggle. Every prayer spoken through exhaustion, heard. Every act of faith offered during uncertainty, seen. Every moment you kept believing while circumstances gave you reasons to quit, recorded. Nothing has been wasted. My child, you have mistaken delay for denial. You assumed silence meant inactivity. But while you thought nothing was happening, movement was taking place behind scenes your eyes could not yet access. Doors were aligning. Opportunities were forming. Protection was unfolding. Lessons were preparing you for responsibilities greater than you currently understand. Because blessing without preparation becomes burden. Provision without wisdom becomes instability. Growth without character becomes destruction. That is why preparation mattered. Not to punish you, to strengthen you, to teach stewardship, discipline, perspective, trust. You asked why the waiting felt long. Because I am building more than temporary relief. I am building sustainability, alignment, maturity, purpose. My beloved, there are blessings connected to your life that extend beyond your individual comfort. Your obedience touches your family. Your discipline affects future generations. Your faith influences outcomes larger than you currently realize. You are not being prepared merely to survive. You are being prepared to steward, to build, to influence, to create stability where chaos once lived, to become a channel through which provision flows instead of stopping. But hear this deeply: fear has been fighting your focus. Doubt has been attacking your expectation. Distraction has been attempting to weaken your faith. The enemy understands something many people forget: if hope collapses, vision weakens. If vision weakens, action slows. If action slows, purpose becomes delayed. That is why discouragement intensified around you. Not because heaven abandoned you. Because your next season carries weight. You noticed strange resistance, unexpected obstacles, mental exhaustion, financial pressure. Moments when giving up seemed easier than believing again. You thought those battles proved nothing good was coming. Look again. Resistance often increases near transition. Pressure often intensifies near breakthrough. Preparation often feels uncomfortable before visible fruit appears. My child, you are not disqualified by age. Not disqualified by mistakes. Not disqualified by imperfect history. You are not too late. You are not beyond restoration. You are not beyond opportunity. In my kingdom, timing is not controlled by human limitation. I have opened doors for people who believed their story was finished. I have created provision where logic saw impossibility. I have transformed delay into testimony. And I can do it again. For you. But understand something important: breakthrough requires response. Not passive wishing, not fearful hesitation. Response: faith partnered with movement. You cannot pray for direction and ignore instruction. You cannot ask for provision while refusing preparation. You cannot expect transformation while remaining fully attached to old habits, old thinking, and old fear. Alignment matters. My beloved, examine your heart. Release bitterness. Release unforgiveness. Release mental agreements with limitation. Do not allow yesterday's disappointment to define tomorrow's possibilities. Forgive. Heal. Refocus. Prepare. Because what you believe shapes what you build. And what you repeatedly build shapes the future you step into. Examine your habits too. What receives your attention? What strengthens your thinking? What influences your decisions? You asked for increase. But are you becoming prepared to manage increase? You asked for opportunity. But are you strengthening the discipline needed to sustain opportunity? Preparation is not lack of faith. Preparation is partnership. My child, some of you reading this are closer than you realize to unexpected change. A phone call. An opportunity. A connection. A new direction. A strategy. A door you did not expect. Do not despise small beginnings. Do not underestimate quiet instruction. Do not overlook practical obedience. Sometimes major transformation begins through one courageous step taken in faith. Apply. Build. Learn. Plan. Start. Speak. Move. Do the thing fear kept postponing. Because faith without movement becomes delayed potential. You are not powerless. You are not abandoned. You are not trapped inside permanent lack. I am Jehovah Jireh. Provider. Sustainer. Waymaker. I create streams where people expected drought. I create pathways where people expected dead ends. Your future is not dependent upon what you lack. It is shaped by what you choose to place into my hands. Remember the loaves and fish. Remember the sea that opened. Remember the prison doors that broke. I do not require perfect conditions to release purpose. I require surrendered trust. My beloved child, I am calling you higher. Out of survival thinking. Out of constant fear. Out of passive waiting. Into disciplined faith. Intentional obedience. Purposeful preparation. This next season will require courage. Consistency. Humility. Teachability. Generosity. Focus. Do not become distracted now. Stay aligned. Stay prayerful. Stay expectant. Stay willing. Because what I am building through your life is larger than immediate comfort. There is legacy attached to your obedience. Impact attached to your faith. Generational blessing attached to your willingness to trust me deeply. And hear this clearly, your story is not ending in limitation. Your story is not ending in defeat. Your story is not ending in lack. You are moving toward a season of greater clarity, greater provision, greater alignment, and greater purpose. Lift your head. Strengthen your faith. Prepare your heart. Because what you prayed for is closer than fear wants you to believe. If this message reached your spirit today, type "I receive my breakthrough, my provision and my next season" in the comments as your declaration of faith. Share this message with someone facing financial pressure, delay, discouragement, or uncertainty. Like, subscribe, and join this growing faith family for more powerful God messages, breakthrough encouragement, financial wisdom, and daily reminders that God is still making a way. Remember, delay is not denial. Preparation is not punishment. Your breakthrough may be closer than you think.